It's that wonderful time of year again. We're here at the New York Stay and Scream, and this year we're waiting for Stranger Things 4. All right, so who do we got here? We have Mr. Justin Monorail. We have Jamie all the way from California. We have a Cocktail Bob, and then we adopted this one over here. All right, you always make friends in line. I've made some of my best friends wait in Stay and Scream lines. Anyway, the line is starting to move, and I will let you know our thoughts, feelings, and reactions in a little bit. I think over there is the line for Dueling Dragons. We only moved up a teeny tiny bit right now, but it seems like everything, unlike years prior, everything is getting its own little queue. Oh, and we're moving again. So if you looked at the event map and you know the name of the game here with Stay and Scream, I chose a New York one because there's the most houses here that we can hit immediately, and you get here early. I notice a lot of people are getting here at like 4:15 and already getting in line. Bring an umbrella if you're out here though, because if you're one of the early ones that are in line, you're gonna be in the direct sun. So looking around at the signs, I can't see the Exorcist one to tell you when that one opens, but today Stranger Things opens at 5:15, so does Dueling Dragons, and Yeti does not open until 6. So I think at minimum we should be able to knock out 3 before the official event starts.
I'm excited to be in air conditioning, first and foremost. But I don't know, I'm excited to be in a different event, and I don't know, excited to see what the night brings.
If you know me, you know that I'm a notorious chicken. I'm anxious and worried. I'm going to be scared, but what I've realized is that's part of it. So I'm excited, and I'm hopeful that I won't embarrass myself. How about that?
It's all ready for Stranger Things 4. Meanwhile, I was scrolling back and forth. It's 15 minutes for Exorcist and 10 minutes for Dueling Dragons. So if you did not want to come through here, you could probably do both comfortably and then do the Yeti, which opens at 6. But I think what we're going to try to do is do Stranger Things right now, and then hopefully be out in time to be able to get in line for the Yeti. All right, we got about 20 minutes to try to get through this house and over to Yeti. But I did think of one other tip that I usually tell people, especially when you're doing Stay and Scream, is to keep your sunglasses on, because you're about to go into the house and you've been out in the sun all day. So it really helps with preserving your night vision to have the sunglasses on. So I kind of told my whole group, except for Justin, who forgot his sunglasses, to put some on. And it should help you see a little bit better in there. All right, guys, first house of the night. Here we go. I will see you on the other side. They do not allow you to record, unlike at Hollywood. All right, that was my 3rd time through Stranger Things, and it was pretty solid. Right now, the queue has just opened for the Yeti. I think we're going to go ahead and jump in line here, knowing that the waits for Dueling Dragons and Exorcist are going to be kind of on the lower side, because others who have Stay and Scream have already done it.
I mean, like, if you're a fan of the season 4, you get to play all the hits. I'll be honest, this to me reminded me a little bit of the Beetlejuice house experience from a couple years ago. It's more fun than it is scary, but there's some jump scares. But me, as a certified chicken, I made it through okay.
If I had to give the house a grade, I would give it a C. It was fine. It did what it did. It wasn't, well, hey, C is average. It's not bad. It's fine. It did what it needed to do, and the set pieces were really cool, but I just feel like they could have, I don't know, made it more exciting. I wasn't very excited going through it. I was just like, oh, this is nice.
I tend to agree with you. I say C as well. I mean, I feel that's right on, even though I gave you shit for it. But sorry.
The other thing I haven't pointed out is this will help you immensely. Get some earplugs, foam, whatever you can, some type of hearing protection. It's very loud in these mazes, houses, whatever you call them, all around the event. Since I do these for like 6 to 8 weekends in a row, not just at HHN, but all over the country, it can get really tiring on the ears, and it can cause damage because of how noisy it is, especially here where they trigger a lot of their scares. A lot of times also, they're just using loud noises to startle you, with the follow-up of being the scare actor. So right over there is the entrance to Dueling Dragons, and then just next to it is the Yeti. About to go in. The first time I went through this, I felt a lot of Yeti love. They got me almost every time. Every boo hole that I passed, a Yeti popped out, and it was amazing. That's still, I don't know why, that one is one of my favorites. There were some really great scares in there, and I think they got a couple of my friends like really good. But on the way out, I walked by somebody that was just straight up chucking, just vomiting their life away. That is the magic of the Yeti house, I suppose. So right now, I'm going to show you why our strategy wins. It's 6:15 right now, currently. Dueling Dragons, 20-minute wait. Yeti, 50-minute wait. We're going right here to Dueling Dragons, and depending on the wait afterwards, we'll probably hit up the Exorcist. Everything is now open house-wise. It's just the event hasn't started. It'll start in, I think, about 15 minutes. So I was hoping to find a second to get everybody's reactions to Yeti. However, this line has not stopped moving. So we might be in for a big bonus if we can get through this house and then into the Exorcist house before the event officially begins. All right, folks, can confirm. This is the first stop we've really made. We're about to get through the house. Silly little accident just happened right there. We were deciding to go between like ice and fire, just split up the group entirely. And everyone behind Bob went fire. So he was by himself through ice. How was it in there, Bob?
Cold.
Cold?
No, it was fun. I can't say I've ever been in a Halloween Horror Nights maze by myself at 6:30 in the evening.
It's 6:30. That is a great segue. We're going to get over to Exorcist, and before everybody else gets in the park, we're going to hop in line for that, for our fourth house, before the event starts.
I will say, Dueling Dragons, in terms of set design, knocked it out of the park. That's been my favorite experience so far. I was a little disappointed after the split. I thought there was going to be more. I thought that was going to happen earlier in the house. It's close to the end. A couple good scares in Yeti. They got me at the end. So, you know, I've got a couple good runs. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Yeti was the scariest. I feel like, though, I would grade them equally, just in the sense that I think Yeti, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed every moment I was in there, but with Dueling Dragons, I was in awe through the whole thing. It's just such a beautiful house, and I'm excited.
And right, you don't know the ride, right?
Lore, but I watched a YouTube video, so I did research.
Here's just a quick update of how things change quickly once the event starts. It's now a 45-minute wait. We've been in line for 10 minutes, got in just after 6:30, so maybe 6:32, 6:33, that close. So we're counting minutes, seconds here. All right, so that was Vamp 69. Very, very fun, chill scare zone. And now we're heading on into the line for Chucky. It's at a 35-minute wait. You can kind of really feel that the night is in a full swing. They haven't even opened all of the switchbacks or stanchions here, being set up still. So a little story for when we were going through the Exorcist. It wasn't the best run. And it was something that was completely outside of our control. While we were going through it, the group ahead of us just went ahead. I guess there was a big gap for some reason. And so because of that, the attendants were trying to rush us and just kept motioning. And I think when that happens, does that affect the scare actors? I don't know. If any scare actors from HHN are watching, let me know if when stuff like that happens, if you're told to hold back, because the rest of it was just kind of really off for us. So we didn't really get the best scares during that run. We really need a do-over for something like that because we felt rushed the entire time. And we were trying to resist it so we could get a good run, but then noticed that the scares were all off time. So did any of you guys notice that? We were being rushed by the attendants in Exorcist, so
yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. They were keep moving, keep moving.
If there was any gap,
I do a slow pace.
But I think that's sort of standard here. That's a universal thing. They want you to keep it moving. They don't want those gaps.
Now, in all my years coming here, I still haven't figured out what exactly they use this for. Could it potentially be for somebody who needs to get out of line and go to the bathroom or grab a drink or something like that? I don't know, but they've never been collected in the 5 or 6 years that I've been coming to HHN. I didn't realize the story of this is that Chucky is not happy about the Chucky-themed house that was made for him. And so Chucky comes in, is pissed off that people aren't actually getting murdered in the house. And so I think this is supposed to be kind of a meta type of experience, which is pretty funny. Chucky was okay, but now we're heading into Shipyard 32. It's another one of these that is all connected to Dr. Oddfellow. It's pretty awesome. That I don't know if this is how often they've connected. Oh man, this stunt. That's awesome. I didn't see that guy. Like, I think the scare zones are all connected back to Dr. Oddfellow. So that is actually the place that we're headed to now. Oh, Nosferatu. Who's that guy? How? Wow. I'm glad this is kind of more open than last year, though. Oh, there's some cool lighting. Once it gets really dark, this is gonna look awesome. But right now, it's just people. Oh, I recognize you from last year. Oh, good to see him again. Oh, it's this guy. He was here last year. What was that one called? Conjuring the Dark or something like that? I'm not sure, but oh man, I wish that wasn't such a small zone. It looks so fun, but unfortunately you just walk a straight line in there and you're done in like 10 steps. But those stilt walkers were the coolest. We can talk real quick about Chucky. We did catch a cast change, unfortunately, which meant that we didn't really get to see as much as we would normally see because part of the house hadn't been filled up with performers. The second, it seemed like it was a really cool concept to do like a meta thing where Chucky is taking over a house, but in reality, I feel like they didn't really explore it as much as, or like realize the potential of a backstory like that. So unfortunately, it kind of felt not the best. I need to give it another try. That was my first time through it. But I have also been hearing other people say the same thing, that it's just not as fleshed out and exciting as it could be. We're on our way to Dr. Oddfellow's, but here are the times for Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream. I've been hearing real good things about this iteration of it. So they got 4 shows a night, latest at 12:30, which is usually the best one to catch, honestly. Just a quick update because we kind of made a little mistake here. It is posted 15 minutes, but now looking at the app, it's about 50. We're probably going to be somewhere in the middle, probably like 25, 30 minute wait. And what I am guessing is that Nightmare Fuel let out, and that is why the Express is kind of all backed up almost to the same point where the standby is. So just something to be aware of kind of with the crowd flow, especially with this entrance being so close to Nightmare Fuel where it lets out. One cool thing about the facade here is that it's actually projected. So it is a regular like white pop-up tent here. Got a much better run there on Dr. Oddfellows than the last time. It's interesting. I think they have a lot of fun with that one. And I guess it's not the scariest, but it is fun and interesting. What did you guys think, Mr.
I thought that was really fun. I do have a soft spot for the original houses, and I love the icons. And that for me, that was one of the best runs of the night, honestly. Really.
You had a good run, actually.
Yeah.
I saw that. How about you, Jamie? That was a better run than the one we had last night.
Better than last night. Like, in terms of my rankings for the houses, I think that brought it up, having a better run, so.
How about you, Cocktail Bob?
Same thing. I mean, I thought that was a great house.
You sound like you like the originals too, huh?
Yeah, I really like the originals. Like, you just don't know what you're getting into sometimes when they have the original, non-IP houses. So yeah, really like that one.
Made a quick stop for a Lacto-cooler. I'm a big fan. I learned about sour beers because they created this. And then up ahead is the entrance for, I think, a 45-minute wait now for Monsters, Universal Monsters Unmasked. This year, it's got a whole bunch of Phantom, whole bunch of Hunchback, and some Invisible Man. And Jekyll and Hyde I missed on my first run. But I don't believe it's going to be a 45-minute wait. At least that's what I'm thinking. Right now is the time most people are like eating and refreshing their drinks. So I'm guessing we'll be out of here in like a half hour. So Universal Monsters was indeed more like a 30-minute wait. And now we are going through what I believe is called the Jungle of Doom, the Central Park area. right into a line here. What the heck? I think I hear a lot of chainsaws in the distance, and gosh, I love that. It's a shame that Mel's Die-In right now, which is kind of straight ahead, sort of to the right, is closed for renovations. At least they have the sign lit. So the jungle was pretty cool, but I really like the Zodiac one. It's tough with the jungle because if there's a lot of people there, the scare actors don't have much room to work with. Here, I feel like they have lots of room, and the costumes are amazing. There's this whole thing with the icon Dr. Oddfellow going on up here. I think he calls out different, different Zodiac signs and kind of shit talks them a little bit. It's pretty amazing. And however, Bloodmoon, our 8th house of the night, is, he's talking about Cancer. Sorry, Cancers. He's a bit officially bad-mouthing you right now. But anyway, over here, Bloodmoon, 8th house of the night, is only 25 minutes. Better hurry. Y'all ready? House number 8.
Let's do it.
House number 8. We definitely could have get all 10 today if I was staying.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at this. This is basically a walk-on right now. Well, maybe there's people on the, you only have a switchback once you make it out of here and have to go around the corner into the soundstage. But this is amazing. This is basically a walk-on. All right.
I gotta chug the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. You gotta chug that.
Yeah, me too.
This is not a mistake.
So that posted 25-minute wait was definitely a lie. All right, there we go. House number 8. So sorry, we haven't really given much reaction or review here, but that's because we got an alert that Darkest Deal was going to be 25 minutes. So it's going to go down and then come back up here and around into that tent. Not the Dr. Oddfellow's one, but that sprung tent back there.
Universal Monsters was great. I really liked that house. I don't know that it was as scary as is in previous years in terms of the Universal Classic Monsters houses. Bloodmoon was good. I think so far, still, I would put Oddfellow at the top of my list, I think. I loved it. It was really fun. And it was scary. It was a nice balance of scary and fun. So right now, Oddfellow.
Universal Monsters, great as last time. I feel like I had a better run last time, but I still really enjoyed it. I love the scenery, I love the story. I think it's a really well-made house. I liked Bloodmoon a lot more this time because I think the first time it was the first thing I did in the beginning of the night, so it didn't really stick with me. So I got to really study everything this time, and it was good. I enjoyed it. Scary. Okay, so Darkest Deal was one of my favorites last night, and it's one of my favorites tonight. I really enjoy the house. I think I get a lot of the scares, which is always fun. I don't know. I think the concept is super cool. It's a good one. One of the favorites, for sure.
I don't know if I've had too many drinks at this point, but I didn't think it was super scary. Maybe someone else would disagree with me. I think Jamie got a lot of the scares in that one. It was fun. I liked it.
All right, folks, here we go with the last house of the night. It's about midnight, so we should be done close to 1. And that also means we'll have some time for some bonus houses. And yes, we did take a pretty decent break in between there because we had done 9 by 11 or so. Do you see this line? This is supposedly 50 minutes.
Probably never be my hottest ticket.
I don't think I ever saw like the weekend like this, let alone, man. Here is the update after 35 minutes. We will be, it looks like this line doesn't have any more switchbacks. We just made it through that sea of switchbacks from the last shot. It's not as ambient, let's say, as the weekend was last year. Just now make it through the merge. And now it's just a straight shot. So it'll take 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get here, which honestly, not too bad. It's been a house that a lot of people have said is really good things about. And we're about to find out, complete the set for the night. All right, that was it. The last house was The Last of Us. We've done all 10. It is 1 a.m. We did it without Express. Thank you guys for following along with all my suggestions and everything. Like, I was winging it at times. It's tough when the peak of the night comes through, and if we didn't take as many breaks as we did, but that was for, we want to also enjoy it. It wasn't supposed to be a house rush. It was more of, can we enjoy our night and do all 10 houses? Thoughts on Last of Us? I thought it was really good in terms of detail and stuff, but it has such a crazy weight that it's going to be hard to get multiple runs on it. So I'm not sure where it lies, but I think we had a pretty good run.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, for me, I think I was in the back of the group, and so the joy of that run was watching everything happen.
It was secondhand.
Yeah. So it wasn't scary for me. I thought the house was cool. I thought there were really interesting characters in there, and I thought it was fun. Am I getting too brave for what's happening?
All the anxiety has left you.
I know. I'm just enjoying it, but I don't know.
Jamie.
Jamie got the run.
So The Last of Us, I really enjoyed it. I like, if you follow the game and the movie, it has a lot of special connections you can make. But I don't know. I got super scared. All the characters really got me, in key parts. So I thought that was really good. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It's not my top. It's not my number 1, but it's definitely up there. I enjoyed it.
Number 1, run for the night. Any thoughts?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Honestly, Dueling Dragons was great. Mm-hmm. I think for me, I loved Oddfellow. Oddfellow might be my dark horse number 1.
That is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about for you, Jamie?
I don't know. I have to really think about it. I really had fun on Yeti, though. I really liked Yeti.
I was close to saying Yeti, but I think my number 1 for tonight was Monsters.
Oh, wait, yes, Monsters.
Monsters was so good. There was a triple scare in there, but also I noticed Hyde and the aggression. I just love how much of the scares are aggressive. Anyway, that's been our entire night. It's 1 a.m., so we're going to take a victory lap, and we're going to go over to Dueling Dragons and Yeti and do those one last time. So for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye. And thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.